All right, I think we had a shot a little earlier of Mike Pence in Orange County, North Carolina. This was the Republican headquarters that was firebombed over the weekend. He's getting a view right now of the facility. They still haven't gotten to the bottom of who was responsible for this, whether it was one person, several people. Nazi signs were painted around the structure itself. This was universally condemned by Republicans and Democrats, but they still have not really gotten behind who did it. We'll keep you posted. All right, with us now is Shalli Kumar. He is a Republican Hindu Coalition chairman. And before you say Hindu Coalition, how big a voting bloc is that? It's 3 million strong. It's typically a Democratic voting bloc by about 70%, 30%. But it could be changing, and all because Donald Trump has been reaching out to this group. Shalli Kumar with us right now. Very good to have you, sir. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me here.
What has happened here? I didn't realize it was such a large voting bloc and that it does turn out. I mean, it's not just, you know, all right, we can expect a third of that to show up at the polls. I mean, this is virtually 80% due. What has Donald Trump done to reach out to them that they're responding more favorably than they have to a lot of Republican candidates?
Well, let me first tell you demographics of Hindu Americans in the United States. That is actually more like 4 million people, not just from India, but from other countries like Fiji, from Caribbeans, from Africa, from Nepal, from Sri Lanka, and so forth. So that is a little broader group. 1 out of 10 is an entrepreneur in business. And so the first thing which is most attractive to the Hindu American businessmen, once again, 1 out of 10, is some kind of a business entrepreneur, is the Donald Trump stance on business. We see a train wreck coming with Hillary Clinton, and therefore we are heavily in support of Donald Trump. You know, if you remember some time back, but there was a card check legislation which was proposed by Obama, and Hillary Clinton will push it even further. And, so lots of policy-wise, it's a train wreck with Hillary Clinton with respect to foreign policy. That is also a big problem. As Hindu Americans.
But do you say? Do you think that it'll be like that? Traditionally, I guess I've heard that this group tends to vote Democrat, but you think this go around it could be the other way around?
That is correct. There is an information vacuum. When people come to know, you know, Hindus, Indians are busy in their professions and securing their place in the society, the first generation, in, you know, going after business, learning their professions, or exceeding them in their professions. They're not focused on politics or policy either. Once they come to know about it, and I find it everywhere I go, that when I tell them what the Democrat policies are, and particularly Hillary Clinton policies are, then they all, it's almost 90%. Any crowd I go to, there is like a 90% conversion to the Trump side, particularly Trump, in general, Republican side, but Trump side for sure, because everybody among us recognizes that what the country needs at this time is a businessman, not a politician. A politician talks in terms of politics. You know, I've been with enough politicians, you could tell that I'm talking to a politician. First time I met Mr. Trump, on July 9th, you know, you could feel that I'm talking to a, for example, a chairman of General Motors or Ford. It's a very straight talk, you know, there is no pretense. And the country needs an outsider. Country needs a non-politician. And, you know, I give it to Mr. Trump to go through all this trouble. He would be happy you know, in his business, building what he does best, and it is his love for the country that he is going through this whole cycle, this media scrutiny and just media attack. I mean, just like he is really not running against Hillary, he is running against the media.
So you don't buy what Hillary Clinton says, that he's not a very good businessman, that he had a $1 billion loss or thereabouts in 1995, and if he was such a schmutty Pence, he wouldn't have that. You say what?
No, he's a great businessman. I mean, you know, he is, yes, there were some bankruptcies in some buyouts he had. That's business law. So otherwise, he's built a great, fantastic business. And his policies, not just, you know, his background, what the policies he's promoting: lower taxes, lower regulation, energy, trade with India, which is very important to us. India is energy hungry. India could use American energy. America could use India as a customer.
That's a very good point. We have a lot of that. All right, Shalli, Kumar, thank you very much for taking the time.
Thank you.
All right, so whether that removes the needle, and there are enough Indian-American voters who sway to Donald Trump, apparently 4 million strong, who just could. We shall see. More from Las Vegas after this.